welcome back to another week's worth of meals. So this is a little different. I just wanted to brag a little and show y'all what we ate on Saturday. Get into this mango salsa, first time making it. So yeah, we had fish, rice, and the mango salsa came out super good. Just wanted to brag a little bit. And that same day we were hungry, but we weren't hungry, if you know what I mean. So we just wanted to grill. It's super hot here in the spring and summer in California. You grill. So we have an indoor grill now. And I just wanted to, cut up some sausage, potatoes, a little bit of vegetables. You see me there cleaning off the mini potatoes. I had some mini bell peppers like always and some beautiful cherry tomatoes. They were nice and plump. So I went ahead and put some extra olive oil and seasoning on my potatoes, chopped everything up, and put it on our indoor grill. That's the grill. That's my baby. I've been getting so much out of this grill, y'all. I use this like almost every other night. My new toy. We went ahead and also grilled my favorite cheese. Yes, grilled cheese. It's the Cracker Barrel Vermont Sharp White Cheddar cheese, y'all. I can literally OD on this cheese. It's so good. So I hit that on the grill and also cut up a baguette, a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper. We had two different types of kielbasas. Something light, we were watching, I believe, a basketball game. Something for us to nibble on. And there it was. Super good, y'all. I do apologize. I lost the clip where I was washing and seasoning the meat. But anyway, I went ahead and pan fried it in my cast iron. Then I'm going to finish it off in the oven on a baking sheet. And this is my first time cooking short ribs, bone out. They were alright. I prefer bone in. I think anything with the bone tastes better. So I went ahead and slathered the meat, y'all, with minced garlic as well as bell peppers and onions, and put all of that in the oven. And then for a side, we had Uncle Ben's round rice and green beans, and it was a pretty good meal. Not my favorite cut of meat. Again, I prefer, the bone-in ribs, but this was a pretty hearty meal. It came out pretty good, and yeah, Tony liked it. Randomly went to the supermarket, yes, I do that, and saw these marked down ground turkey packets. So I was like, oh heck no, tacos tonight. You're not passing up no daggone deal, girl. They was $1.99. That's never that cheap. So anyway, I had my good old Kroger taco seasoning, and I also doctored up with a little bit of minced dash and pepper. I always add oil to ground turkey. It needs help. So I put some, I think it was avocado oil I used. There's all the seasoning. And I also got this pico de gallo they had in the store. Looked pretty good. And I also wanted to try, and there's my cilantro. I love cilantro. Either you hate it or love it. I'm one of the people that just can't get enough of it. But I wanted to try my hand at making Spanish rice. I had never made it before. I saw a quick little recipe online, so I was like, I'm gonna try it. That's what those cherry tomatoes are for. So you get a saucepan, hit it with a little bit of oil. I happen to have some day-old rice that was gonna go bad, so I was like, I'm gonna use this. You chop some cilantro and the cherry tomatoes and you fry it all together. Voila, we have the beautiful tacos and my rice. This was a good meal. I love tacos, y'all, for real. This is kind of one of my go-to meals, and all else fails and I run out of ideas, I'll do this. These are packets of chicken breast. I always have bell peppers and onions in my house, so I cook them with everything. And basically you just cut up your meat into chunks, and you're going to stew it or saute it with a tomato-based product as well as the vegetables and some seasoning. And I usually put that over rice. I call it stewed chicken. That's just something I came up with. It wasn't a recipe. I also throw in taco seasoning and chili powder just to give it like a little Hispanic flair. It turns out great. It's a hearty meal and it's super cheap. And these are things that I usually always have in my house, so that's why I usually go to it as much as I do. But yeah. Okay, and you see all of the lovely veggies on top and more seasoning. It's really important for y'all to always season every component of your meal. When you add in a protein or a vegetable, that needs seasoning also. So that's how it looks when it starts to cook down. I also hit it with a little bit of lemon juice right at the very end to like wake it up a little bit. And yeah, it's a great meal. It's very colorful. Again, super hearty, super affordable. I made this one time for my little brother and he had it in a tortilla shell, kind of like fajitas. But yeah, this was dinner. It's always a win. Heavy rotation in my house. I know whose plate this is. It doesn't like vegetables, but back to the pretty plate. Boom. It's a very pretty presentation. Like, you can't not make this look good. Feeling very Sunday dinner-ish midweek. So I decided to fry some chicken, have some macaroni and collard greens. Now I had this leftover bag of large elbow noodles that I was not going to waste. I had restocked my pantry and I had the regular size. And guess what? The macaroni is going to be lopsided. I'm not letting nothing go to waste. So I'm using both of the noodles. And these are the spices that I'm going to use for my chicken: garlic, cayenne pepper, onion powder, Mrs. Dash, paprika, pepper, and Cajun seasoning. Yes, it's a lot, but my chicken is good. It's good. And again, y'all see the markdown prices? Don't sleep. So I will take the chicken, put it in that plastic bag, and season it. And I usually put it in the refrigerator for at least 45 minutes if I don't season it the night before. That's the seasoning. The longer you keep the seasoning on, then the better your chicken's going to be. So this is how it looks out of the refrigerator. I think that was 45 minutes to an hour. And we're going to go ahead and put it in the frying pan. I just wanted to let y'all see my two size noodles. I don't care. It was still good. Nothing goes to waste in the boys' household. So yeah, that was on the stove. And then I'm just going to preheat the oven for my macaroni and cheese. And another thing that a lot of people don't do that I think they sleep on is season their flour. I'll show you that in a minute, but this is going in my greens, onions, and bacon. If you don't have a ham hock, a bacon is a really good substitute for collard greens as well as cabbage. But anyway, that's my extra sharp cheese, and I did have a mild cheddar, so I used both of them in my macaroni. Those are the collard greens. Again, y'all see that markdown price. Yo, girl be like saving money. Like, it's kind of like a sport. I feel like I'm the Kobe Bryant of getting markdown deals in grocery stores. Like, don't sleep on me. But anyway, so I'm spraying my pan with olive oil spray for macaroni. That's grated cheese right there. And we're going to also, look at that, season every layer of your noodles. I usually put seasoned salt, Larry seasoned salt, as well as cracked pepper, fresh cracked pepper on top. It's a game changer. And you see how that's the flour that I'm going to toss the chicken in? There's seasoning. Nobody wants to bite chicken. The first thing you taste when you bite chicken is that crispy skin. You want that to be seasoning. You don't want that to be like bland. Like, that's gross. So yes, always season everything. And also strain your chicken on paper towels or whatnot. Here go my collard greens, looking good. And I also made some corn on the cob, and I boil my corn on the cob in milk and butter. Tony doesn't like greens for whatever reason, so that was for her. And there's the macaroni. But that's also good to know also, y'all, if y'all ever do corn on the cob. Personally, I like it better grilled, but if you're going to boil it, do it in butter and milk. So here are the final products. We have my plate and Tony's. It was a very hearty meal, and as you can see, since we're going to Saturday, we had many things of leftovers. But this Saturday, we're going to do a crab boil. I had some more corn on the cob, and I was trying to redo one of our first dates. Well, actually, it was our first date at a restaurant in California called The Boiling Crab. At this time, California was still kind of on lockdown and a lot of things weren't open. And personally, we didn't feel safe to be dining, eating. That's just, our prerogative. So I was just trying to be romantic and redo our date. This is the first time I've ever done or tried the copycat boiling crab sauce. I found it online. I found a couple online, and just 1 or 2 ingredients was different from each one. After tasting this, I know what I did wrong. I used Crystal's hot sauce instead of Louisiana. If you're a hot sauce person, you know they taste different. They're both great, but they taste different. So I know next go around I have to buy Louisiana, and I was looking for it because we actually like Louisiana hot sauce. Just FYI, we have about 5 things of hot sauce in our house, you know, depending on what meal we have. But that's the only thing that I could taste the difference. It was still bomb. It was really good. But I know next go around to get the correct hot sauce. But it was a really good meal. Not too expensive. The most expensive thing obviously was the crab and the shrimp. But it was a very easy meal. Basically, you're just boiling stuff and putting sauce on it. And I think I'll show you in a minute. Yeah. I usually boil all my seafood with a whole onion and lemon to flavor it as it boils. Again, like I said, flavor every component of your meal. The first thing I always put in there is the potatoes because they take the longest. I know that looks like a lot of butter, but it's a big crab boil. And plus, at this time, we wasn't even worried about, hell, it's date night. We ain't worried about calories. So it's 2 sticks of butter. And honestly, I should have made more because it didn't even drench the crab like how they have it at the restaurant. I thought that was a lot, but it really wasn't. But you melt your 2 sticks of butter. You put in a big old dollop of garlic. This is my minced garlic. Then you put in the seasoning and saute that for a little bit. And then you hit it with the hot sauce. Like I said, it came out good. Next time I know to get the Louisiana hot sauce because I could taste the difference. Tony still loved it, but I could taste the difference. But yeah, this was date night, y'all, and it came out really good. I'm gonna shut up and let y'all see the rest of the video. If you like videos like this, if you want to see more, go ahead and hit that like button. That lets me know that you guys like the content I'm putting out. When I don't get a lot of likes, I know to 86 what I'm doing, so that'll help me out a lot. Also had the cocktails inside. Girl, I was fancy. This is date night. I be trying to be fancy for my boo. But anyway, y'all, until next time, bye.